This Read 180 topic is made possible by a grant from
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Celebrating the joy of kids growing through interaction.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support of viewers like you.
Okay, one false move and it could get ugly. In this next topic, we'll see extreme sports that require a careful combo of adrenaline and skill, plus an understanding of science. So we're turning this topic over to our sister science, VJ Tonya. She did a brave job because just watching the video footage scared her. Something about defying the laws of gravity.
That's right, but that's the point of these sports. They're either extremely gravity-defying or extremely death-defying, but all extremely fun to watch. That's how I enjoy them, watching them on video. Let's go snowboarding.
Extreme snowboarding.
Lace up, strap in, and get ready to rip it. Snowboarding is the hippest winter sport around, but hip doesn't just happen. It takes major practice and super skill before you can look this cool. And whether you're carving, jumping, flipping, or sliding, you'll be even cooler if you know your boots, bindings, and boards. It's your gear that gets you there. If you're into carving deep turns, you need resistance. Hard boots and bindings help you pressure the board. If you're into doing tricks, you need freedom to move. Soft boots and bindings give flexibility to pull off cool moves. And boards are your magic carpet. A carving board is longer with more edge, so it's slick for slicing. A shorter, wider board has more maneuverability for tricks. Sure, there's science behind your gear, but when you're blowing arcs, scoring major hits, and big face pops, who's thinking about science? Okay, we saw that there's science behind the equipment in snowboarding. Now check out how body gear like strength and balance helps get mountain bikers where they're going, especially since where they're going is pretty nasty.
Extreme biking.
This is no Sunday bike ride. This is extreme, and these bikers know their stuff. Pushing the limits of their bodies and their gear is where extreme begins. They actually search for rock, sand, mud, snow, any terrain to make the ride more extreme, and Mother Earth can throw some pretty nasty stuff in their way. Don't try this at home or anywhere else. To mountain bikers, these obstacles are the objective, but they require personal body gear like serious muscle strength. As you go up, gravity pulls you down. Putting major muscle into the ride is the only way to overcome the force. You'll also need delicate balance. As you're shredding downhill at top speed or navigating over rocks, balance is key. One bad move and it's Bruise City. Ouch! In addition to body gear, high-tech equipment gives you an edge. Shock absorbers for navigating treacherous terrain, fat and knobby tires for extra traction. They're geared up, practiced, prepared, and pumped. With that cool combo, these extremists can take on any terrain and show gravity who's boss. With any extreme sport, guts alone is never enough. To take on some extreme whitewater, it takes ammunition, like a paddle and a sturdy kayak. But skill, practice, and quick thinking sure come in handy too.
Extreme kayaking.
Here we go now.
These guys are extreme whitewater kayakers with extreme know-how. Good thing, too, because they're going one-on-one with the roughest whitewater around, the Futalefu River in Chile. To survive these wild waters, the recipe sounds simple. 1 part guts and 2 part skill. But nothing here is simple. It takes years of practice to sharpen the skill of reading the river to scout out death traps. In a split second, even an experienced paddler can get thrown into rocks or stuck upside down. That's why the roll is one of the key skills a kayaker learns. It's easy in flat water, but tough in treacherous rapids. That's where guts come in handy. What else would propel extremists over rapids with names like the Inferno and the Terminator? And over killer holds and serious drops. No one but an extremist with guts would get in this water, and no one but an extremist with guts and skill could make it out. Have you ever dreamed you could fly? Then you woke up, right? Well, these folks, either they're still dreaming or they're awake and they're insane, or they know enough science to stay alive. Whatever the answer, they look like they're in heaven. Watch.
Extreme surfing.
Slicing through snow, rocks and mud, and wild whitewater. All pretty extreme forces to take on. But the most extreme of the extreme forces is something you can't even see. Air. This is the very extreme sport of sky surfing. These guys need super skill and science smarts before they leap from a plane to catch an invisible wave. This is science? Yep. Air pushes up on the board pushes down on the air, and the result is resistance. Tip the board, and the board works like an airplane wing, carving turns and flips. Sky surfers also use these webbed gloves for resistance. They help them spin and maintain control. Control is a lifesaver in an upside-down spin called a helicopter. Sky surfers are sailing across the sky at up to 50 miles per hour, and at the same time, they're falling towards the ground at about 120 miles per hour. At those speeds, unless you know the science of the skies and have a reliable parachute, surfing can become splatting. This is definitely a better way to land.
You've gone to extremes and come back again. You're finished with this topic.